for Android, iOS, Windows 10 device. Created by Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger. Instagram was launched on October 6, 2010. The application quickly gained population reaching more than 100 millones active users in Abril 2012 and more than 13 millones December 2014. Instagram was originally designed for the iPhones and also appearing for its iPad and iPod, simply with iOS 3.1.2 on here in April 2012. And version for Android was released for Windows was version for Windows 10 2016. Okay. Main event on Instagram. Number 1, it's free. Number 2, it has many editing options. Number 3, it is to operate. Number 4, you can block other account. 5, design edit. 6, lack of privacy. 7, lack of organizations. How to use Instagram or use cell phone. Number 1, I think Instagram swipe it up on the screen. Number 2, Fins and follow other user. Select the search icon. Number 3, Fin and follow post-front and has select the search icon 4 point take. Number 4, Fin and comment on post. Okay. What is it for? We can also use Instagram as a means of communication, as though we can make the similarity that if we upload an iPhone with comment or followers and friends can see it as if we're waiting private chat with our friends and followers. Then we have added or can simple make call on video calls with up to 50 personas, 30 personas y 10 personas es el límite. No need to even to other applications. Puedes ocuparlo para hacer una videollamada por Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. Concluded. For me, Instagram is a very good application. You can get together with your friends to like their photos in the same way. Like is a lot becomes it is very sad and nobody can steal it from you in the same. Well, you can put a password and it very helpful. You there 15 years, 17 years or like is lot in the same. What concluded by my Instagram is some friends. Me gusta mucho el Instagram. Okay. Thank you for having time.
Nowadays, most of the time we spend it on social networks either for work reasons or simply for fun. In any case, these type of platforms are full of dangers. But that does not mean that they should not be used. Only you have to take precautions. That's why I will present some of the risks of using Instagram. One of the causes is overexpose. As we all know, personal data can be shared on social networks that can put the privacy and even the integrity of everyone at risk. 2. Cyberbullying. Bullying is not a new topic. In fact, it has remained a serious problem in schools over the years. With the appearance of social networks such as Instagram, cyberbullying has appeared, where children and adolescents are victims of harassment through the social network. Another problem that can be very serious is that it can cause addiction. The social network has a very simple and very attractive use, which makes teenagers or anyone who likes the app become addicted to it. Another reason that can lead to addiction is social acceptance. The simple fact of getting like or comments can turn Instagram into something addictive. It is something that might seem trivial, but it is something important and something too dangerous that the strangers and the nickel are. The digital world is full of dangers. It is very difficult to know who is behind the profile or if it's really who says or is shows to be on Instagram or any other social network. The stereotype most thinkers follow the influencers and celebrities in fashion. Good photos are retouched and are frustrated by not having those scandal bodies or that pose in life, and they can use extreme measures to achieve their ideals. 6. Socialization. If a teenager finds it difficult to relate, it will surely be easier for him to do so through social networks. This simple act can turn into a loss of skill to socialize in real life. Another problem that it can cause, which in my opinion is one of the most dangerous, is that they can present tendencies to suffer from depression. According to studies carried out by the Royal Society of Public Health and the University of Cambridge, young people who spend more than 2 hours a day on social media, they are more likely to suffer from mental health problems such as distress, symptoms of anxiety, and depression. 8. False advertising. It is something risky sign you can spend your money on a product that you saw in an advertisement with very promising results. However, it can no more than a simple scam. Having said the risks, I will go on tell you some prevention measures to negative in this in a safe and effective way. The risk cannot be annoyed by 1000%, but if it's considerably reduced and it is much safer than if they are not followed. Some of the prevention measures are 1. Have the private profile. In this way, you can control who are the users who access your personal profile and keep strangers away. 2. Enable best friend stories. The Instagram platform has two different spaces to share stories. Your stories or best friends. It will be interesting as people share their daily stories on with those they have designs best friend. In this way a server the information that is shared with a selective group and followers of the account. It will be important to note the correct use of your stories. Opinion when they want to share content that is not likened to their daily routines. Education talks. Have an educational talk about of the overexposure of privacy and the risks of sharing personal data on the network or failing that find out about the subject. 4. Avoid trusting. Strangers still need to understand that it's better to have a large number of friends than a large number of followers. Besides that we do not know who may be behind the stream. 5. Common sense. Using common sense within social networks is essential. For example, do not send photographs or personal data to strangers. 6. Hours. Mark some times where they can use social networks or in another case define what times social networks cannot be used. For example, study times, homework, etc. In case you have a public account and post photos of the president, I will recommend uploading it 1 or 2 hours after you have been at the site and not the exact time as it can be tracked. 8. In the case of minor, take care of the type of photo that you upload to your networks and that those photos are according to their age, since it could attract people with bad intention. Networks were original, created to have communication with different people in the world, but that does not take away the fact that people can take advantage of this function. I am not saying that it's wrong to have friends online, but if you have to very careful, for example, do not pass personal data to the person as if they will meet in on place, never go alone. When you make sure that it is the person who they say they are, then you can be more calm. Well, that you be from me. I really hope this information has been help, helpful to you.
Advantage and disadvantage of Instagram. Advantages are easing of the information. If you want to know your target audience in a deeper way, you can do it through Instagram, as they use this platform to show their states, activities, and lifestyle. Use behavior. On the other hand, and this is very visual social network, if you create quality content and images that are pleasing to the age, you will have much more possibility of generation engagement with your user and that they even share your content or recommendation you. Customer support. When user Instagram, the instant messenger service is included, and you can take advantage of this facility to improve the relationship with your customer. Ideal for virtual stores. Today, Instagram become marketing tool. Many virtual stores use this platform to promote their products. Free. Like other social networks, the Instagram service is free. Neither the subscription nor the download of the application generate additional costs to those derived from the payment of the internet service. Sharing options. Instagram allows you to share photos and videos that can be created directly from the application or that can be loaded from the memory of the mobile device. Media. Being a social network, Instagram constitutes a means of community in addition to publishing multimedia files. This application offers instant messenger and service. Disadvantages are listening to portable. The Instagram application was created as a portable system that is it daisy. It's better suited to mobile devices such as smartphones and table. Not compatible with an operating system. The Instagram application is available only for the use Android and Windows mobile operation system. Legitimate tool for imaging addiction. For network that release on publishing images is has limit tool for edition these fields possibility and imagine depth. People setting quality or professional imagine social network. It is possible for someone to access them and use them for professional topics. from with the benefit financially. Addict. The social network Instagram can become an addiction for its user. For this reason, it must be used with caution. False advertising. Many stores depend on Instagram to promote their product and service. Something these accounts resort to false advertising to attract customers. This can generate mistrust on part of user. Depends of the images. The popular of an account is largely based on the quality of the images posted. If the photos are not attractive enough, the account will not have that many followers. Thank you for attention.
Um, good, good afternoon, teacher. This is my part for the evidence. I can present the Instagram functions, and this is I can tell for this platform or social network. Instagram users can apply photographic effects such much as filters, frames, thermal simulates, underlying areas in the concave bases, retro colors, and later share the photos on the same social network or others, such as Facebook, Tor, Flickr, and Twitter. A distinctive feature on the app is that it squares photos in honor of Kodak, Instamatic, and Polaroid cameras in construct is 69, 9, 66, and 43 aspect ratio currently used for the most cell phone cameras. But that is the 19.9 doesn't does not want to vary today. Photos can be horizontally and vertically without the use of white borders around these apparently grouped. In 2019, users spent an average of 27 minutes per day in the platform. In the 2020, the minutes is increment for 14 minutes or 45 minutes per day, and in the and the this number is really bad for the people in the healthy, but you can damage your eyes and you can damage your who your your brain, but the much information and the and the what epileptic photos or videos, you can affect the brain or the eyes, and you can be blind or another thing. And prosperity to suffer to disaster mental problems. This is the problem for the Instagram, and you can implement a study for about by Royal Society of Public Health at University of Cambridge suggests that young people who spend more than 2 hours a day on social networks such as Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram are more likely to suffer mental health problems, especially this is the three problems he has: Instagram addiction. This is social network is very simple and very attractive use, which makes thinkers become addicted to it. And another, you can addicted for the Instagram, which you can join the group, but I can no, it can accept you, but you for you are cyberbullying. The fact that there are rules can be reached there thinkers who suffer cyberbullying with application is difficult to detect it. Is the very good is very good difficult to detect it, but the people who suffer cyberbullying is tapping or tapping the is tapping to your cyberbullying and strangers on the social media is Instagram. It's very difficult to know who is behind this profile or any social media. This is for all my presentation. Thank you so much.